Do you want to learn how to decorate the top of your hatch for the holiday season? Keep watching. Hello everyone, I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. If you're new to this channel, let me give you a warm welcome and let you know that I'm an interior designer, seasonal decorator, and DIYer who wants to help you make your home your favorite place on earth. So please consider subscribing. And on today's video, we're going back to my mom's house and I'm going to show you how to decorate her hatch for Christmas. On the previous episode, I showed you guys how to decorate the stair railing with a beautiful theme of greenery and feathers, and it was just absolutely beautiful with the glittered poinsettias. And today we're gonna do a treatment on her hatch to match that. And all of this was inspired by the centerpiece that I show you guys how to make step by step. And both the staircase and the centerpiece will be linked down below in case you wanna catch up on it. But to show you guys how to decorate a hatch, let's head over to my mom's. All right, everyone, so this week I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna decorate my mom's cabinet to go with the staircase. If you have not seen how I decorated the staircase in the last episode, I'm gonna link it up right now so you can check it out. And all of this was inspired by the centerpiece, which you also can find linked down below in the comment section. I'm going to use some of the pine that we used for her staircase. So I have 3 picks. I'm gonna use some of this magnolia that you can find at Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna use 100 lights because we're gonna light it up. We're gonna use one of these feathers like we put on my mom's staircase. These are so pretty. You can find this at Hobby Lobby. You're gonna use some of these picks or any pick really with some gold accents. These are some ornament picks and I absolutely love them. So I have 4 of those. We're gonna use these beautiful poinsettias that came from Hobby Lobby as well. And then we're gonna use 3 types of ribbon. We're gonna use a little bit of burlap, just a little touch. We're gonna use this plaid ribbon from Hobby Lobby and this gold ribbon, lame ribbon with velvet that you can find at Shinoda, the store where our friend Rebecca Robinson shops. And you guys can order if you want. This is not sponsored, but I'm just letting you, if you like the ribbon, that's where you can find it. And then we're gonna use some garland that I already fluffed out to save us some time. And I wanna mention I did not have a longer piece of garland. So what you can do is you can go ahead and attach 2 of them. So just by swirling these 2, 1 bristle from each side of each garland, and you just swirl them really, really, really tight. And then you stretch it like this, and that'll give you 1 big piece of garland in case that you're running out of garland and you need to attach 2 pieces. Now, I might have to hop on this chair, so sorry if I do, but what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of hang right here. Then what I wanna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a swoop and go through this finial right here, just like this. So I want it to hang on one side, swoop it down, and then end on that side. Now I have already fluffed my garland, but I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a little extra fluff to really fluff and to make it look a little bit more thicker. All right, so then the next step we're going to do is we're gonna attach some of this burlap ribbon. And I have my scissors right here with me. So what I'm going to do, so I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. We need to add the lights. Lights first, you guys, always, because that way you don't have to go through things to get to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and attach these lights. They came from Walmart. They're super affordable. They are 100. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and unravel them like this. And then you wanna make sure that you have your female part versus your male part where you want it to end. So I know that my lights are going to be plugged in on this side. So I will start with my male part on this side. And as I told you guys on the last video when I decorated the staircase, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and zigzag. That's how I do it. That's how I was taught. So what you do is you attach, first of all, with some bristles right here. Now, really quick, before we start getting all the lights into the garland, we need to make sure that they are plugged in and that all of the lights work for this project. So I'm gonna go ahead and zigzag them in very loosely. That way they show more because we're gonna put so much material on this. You wanna make sure that they're just loosely attached and you can use some of those bristles to really just go ahead and secure them. But I really wanted to show, so what I do is I just zigzag in and out like this. And once in a while, I just use one of those bristles to attach it and secure it. So I'm gonna finish putting these lights, like you guys can see, very loosely, like this. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying this series of my mom's house. And then also thumbs up for my mom. Leave her a comment down below and say thanks for allowing us to decorate her house and show you guys some more ideas, because I don't have a staircase in my house. I don't have one of these cabinets. All right, so I have this much lights left. So what you need to do is just go ahead and return, go back loosely, attaching this to the garland. Now you really do want to stretch now because you don't want it to be so bright just on one side. But as you guys can see, it's super easy. Or you can just find a 50 light. This is 100. So I just want it to be more bright on this side of the room. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attach. Let me plug them in and I'll be right back with you and show you what they look like all lit up. All right, you guys, so we're gonna start putting the ribbon on. So I'm gonna start with a burlap, and just like with the stairs, this is just gonna be a little touch. So what you wanna do is wanna go ahead and attach this guy with your bristles right here. You wanna give it a little bit of a poof, and then you wanna attach. Now this does not have to be perfect because we're gonna add other ribbons to it. So this is just a little touch of this burlap ribbon because I want to call this look rustic glam, and there's nothing more rustic to me at least than some of this burlap showing. But I don't want it to be the focal point, the burlap, so I just add a little touch right here. Then I'm gonna go back up here and finish on this side. But always make sure that your tails are dovetailed so it looks more finished. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go in with the same flat ribbon that we did the staircase, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on the floor. I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail this real quick so it's finished. And this one I want it to be a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go ahead and attach right here. And then we're gonna start doing our poofs. And as you guys can see, this is super easy. There is no perfection. And I keep on telling you guys that you do not have to seek for perfect when you're decorating your home, because, well, perfection doesn't really exist. And the way I was taught is, if a Mother Nature doesn't produce perfection, why are we seeking it? So really, it's just a matter of trying. As I am right here, I'm just basically looping some of this garland because I know I'm gonna cover so much of it. I'm not concerned for it to like lay perfectly because there's more elements coming to this. This is, like I said, just a little touch of this ribbon. And when it's tied like this, what you can do is just pull a little bit, then crinkle it. I'm gonna add one more right here. I'm gonna go over the finial, and then I'm gonna finish on this side like this. I'm gonna bring my scissors back. I usually tend to put my scissors on my pocket, but sometimes I lose them, like the last video where I show you guys, where's my scissors? All right, so far, this is what it looks like. So now we need to create a focal point, and our focal point is going to be on the corner. So we're gonna do the same thing that we did with our staircase. So I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail this guy right here real quick. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you guys are enjoying this series. I cannot wait to share the next one with you. Our next video will be here in my mom's house, will be the Christmas tree, and we're gonna decorate it in this theme. But also keep in mind that if this is not your theme, these are not your colors, you can always take these ideas and just run with them and make them your own. So I'm gonna make a medium-sized bow, and I think I want it to be 6 loops. So I'm gonna explain this to you one more time. So what I like to do is just make the bow, and just by pulling down, you can tell they're even. If they're not even, you can just loosen it up, but this time they are even, so I don't need to. You don't have to start over, just loosen up on your grip and pull again. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. And I absolutely love this ribbon, it's so gorgeous. The store where I bought it, like as I mentioned before, Rebecca Robinson's, where she goes to shoot. It's here in San Diego, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love the red velvet and the gold lame. Oh, so pretty, so elegant. You can call them and order it if you like. I will leave their information down below if you want to. It's just so beautiful. It's a little on the pricey side, but for Christmas, I think it's an investment you can also keep over the years because it's such a beautiful ribbon. All right, so far that's what's gonna look like. So I'm gonna cut right here. It's gonna go right here in the corner, but I also want a little bit of a longer tail. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold it right here, right about here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab one of my Dollar Tree pipe cleaners and I'm gonna attach this bow. I'm gonna tie it really, really tight like this. Go around, and then with these bristles right here, I'm gonna put my bow in the corner where it needs to go, and then I'm going to attach to my garland with just using the bristles like this. And then what you need to do is you need to go back, and the longer tails that I have, I'm gonna pull back, and then I'm gonna go ahead and attach to my garland right here. And I just wanna do one big loop, and then I'm gonna dovetail the end right here. The house is such a mess. I'm gonna have to clean for my mom before I leave, because I've created a mess, but I'm having so much fun showing you guys all of these ideas. All right, so I'm gonna do one big loop right here. I'm gonna pinch, and then I'm gonna go in with a garland, find some closer bristles, attach. Then what we need to do is dovetail this guy one more time. And I just love the peekaboo of gold. It's so elegant. It really adds something else to this. Okay, and these little tails right here, I want them shorter, so I'm gonna go ahead and just dovetail short, like that. I'm missing one tail. And then you wanna go in and fluff your bow, make it look finished, like this. Perfect. This bow is so pretty, I'm really proud of it. All right, there's one more in the back. You need to pull forward, that's a tail. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one short. And there you go. You got yourself a beautiful bow. All right, so the next element I want to add is some of the pine that we used on the staircase. This pine is so pretty, and it's even prettier when you give it a little fluff, like this. Then you wanna insert this guy right here on the point. Now we call this in the industry a point. This is our point, and everything radiates from there. So you create your point first, then you start inserting out of the point. As you guys can see, I just inserted a pine, and I'm gonna add one more right here. And just by using some of these bristles, I'm gonna go ahead and secure it. And I have an extra one, so I really want to elongate this side because it is longer. So you always elongate the longer side and end short on the short side. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach this guy right here. And then just using my bristles, as always, make sure that this secures in case my mom wants to open this cabinet. She don't have to worry about it coming down like this. So pretty. All right, so then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add just a little touch of magnolia. And I have this beautiful magnolia that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach this guy right next to it right here. And we're just elongating that point that we created. So I'm gonna add one more down here. Just giving it a little fluff. Now this one went in downwards. This one has to go in upwards, just to create balance. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach it right here with some of our bristles, which I'm running out of. All right, so far so good. Then you can go in and fluff, mix them in so it looks more finished. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and add some of these poinsettias that came from Hobby Lobby, and these are so pretty, but you do have to fluff every single petal. You need to go in there. Then what I need to do is go in close to the bow, like this, and that's just going to make your focal point even bigger. All right. If you guys haven't seen the centerpiece that inspired this look, I really recommend. And it is a perfect way to keep your home decor cohesive just by using the same elements on all of your projects. If you guys notice, the centerpiece has the same elements. This cabinet has the same elements. And just when you come into the home, the whole house will look cohesive because you've added all the same elements to this. All right, so I have a few more of these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add a few more over to this side, over here, and just attaching with the bristle. That's perfect. So you kind of let your eye determine where you need to stop. I think that we could use one more here to kind of make that bow even more dramatic. But you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna add the next element, which will be these little ornament picks. I only have a few, I only have 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and fluff these guys out a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and insert right here. And that just adds a little bit touch of holiday. But don't forget to fluff, because you want to touch every wire to make it look fuller and more alive. All right, and so just basically add to your garland like that. Oh, that's pretty. Yes. Give me a comment down below and let me know what you think about this look as I continue to work. I'm just gonna go ahead and add one more right there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add our last one over here. And as you guys notice, like, you're adding all of the elements and it's just creating a longer swag. I do want to mention that that garland that we put as a base, in the industry we call it a base garland, because we only use it to attach items to. So it's not something that you just put up and then leave it empty. You have to add elements like this to create a more dramatic and festive look. So that's why we call it basic garland. All right, so we're gonna add one last element. And I have these pheasant feathers that I added on the staircase, and it looks so beautiful. So I'm gonna add this guy right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add, I'm gonna give it a little curve. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add it right here, coming out of the bow. And as you guys can see, it just creates that dramatic effect. It's just so beautiful. As you guys can see, creating a very cohesive look in your home, it is so easy. All you have to do is use the same elements like I did on the staircase, the centerpiece, and now in this beautiful swag on top of my mom's hutch. I cannot wait to read your comments, so leave me a comment down below and let me know what do you think about this theme in my mom's house. And I also want to know, what is your color scheme for this year's holidays? Cannot wait to read all of your comments. All right, well, the next episode for this series will be the Christmas tree, and I'm gonna show you how you can transform a really basic 5-foot Christmas tree and wanna make it look just as luxurious as the staircase in this hutch. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not seen the staircase video, I'm gonna link it up, or you can watch more videos right now. Thank you, and until next time, bye. Do you want to learn how to decorate your Christmas? Do you want to learn how to decorate your hutch? Do you want to learn how to decorate the top of your hutch for the holiday season? Keep watching. Hello everyone, I'm Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home.